Hello there. Welcome once again to Living on Purpose. My name is Fola Daniel also known as Fola Daniel Speaks. Today, I want to talk to you about helping your dreams and not your limits. So, help your dreams, not your limits. What do I mean by help your dreams, not your limits? One of the biggest mistakes that people make when they conceive an idea is to begin to look at all the possible reasons why those dreams cannot become a reality. One of the biggest issues that people have to deal with after receiving a big idea is to begin to think about their lack of resources, the lack of finances, and the lack of helpers that are visible around them. So they always help their limits rather than helping their dreams. If you have the idea to write a book, sometimes the first thing some people think about is, where do I get the money to publish the book? Why don't you write the book first? Some people also start thinking about, oh, I've never even written one before. All I've done in my life is to write a few short notes. How am I going to write a book? How is it even possible? Why don't you start with page one and then go to the next page and then go to the next page and then go to the next page? Before you know it, you have a whole book written out already. There was a story in the Bible where God was trying to take the children of Israel from Egypt to Canaan. After a while, they sent spies to go and check out the land that they were going into. There were 12 people who went into the land, and some of you would have heard the story before. Out of the 12 people that went into the land, 10 came back with a bad report, saying, "We are like grasshoppers in our own sight." Please note, it was not the people of the land that said to them, "They are grasshoppers." They themselves said, "We are like grasshoppers in our own sight." The people there are giants, but two out of 12 said, "They are meat for us. Let us go. We can take the land." And because only two said that we can take the land, we can conquer them, they are like meat for us. Let's go there. The people of Israel did not believe them. They believed the 10 people who said, "We are like grasshoppers in our own sight." And guess what happened to those set of people? They died in the wilderness because of how they perceived themselves. You need to understand that when you help more of your limits than your visions, you continually see more of your limits. In this case, it wasn't the children of Israel that were supposed to fight for themselves. All they needed to do was to obey God's instructions, and they were going to have their victory. Their instruction was the key to their victory. If God told them, march around the city and simply sing, that was it. They would have the city. If God said to them, dance into the city and just be looking at what's going to happen, that's it. They would have it. And if God said to them, you're going to fight, no matter how weak they appeared, if they picked up their sword and fought as God had instructed, they would win. So many of you also need to understand that what you think is a limit for you is actually not a limit, it's an advantage. Many of you don't even know that the very things you are afraid of are actually afraid of you. So stop helping your limits, start helping your dreams. You talk down at yourself, you call yourself small, you call yourself incapable, you call yourself disabled, and you always look for an excuse for why you can't do some of the things that you have conceived in your mind. Why can't you build that $1 million empire? Why can't you build that $1 billion empire? You think you're small, you think you have nobody, you think there is nothing else that you can do except a miracle happens. Well, that's a good point, and that's a good place to start. Why don't you come up with the plan for that vision, for that idea? Why don't you talk to people about it and say, this is the plan that I have. This is the vision I'm working on. This is what I want to achieve. If you'd like to be a part of this vision, this is what you get for coming on board to be a part of this vision. Stop speaking in such a manner that you are downsizing your dreams and amplifying your limits. Most times, people make the terrible mistake of always amplifying their limits rather than amplifying their visions and their skill set. Instead of creating affirmations for yourself, you are constantly talking yourself down. And once you do that, because you are the most powerful person to speak into your own life, what you're doing is to create more limits for yourself. You're creating more barriers around the dreams and the vision. So you're helping your limits rather than helping your vision. When you receive a dream, when you receive an idea, the first question you should ask yourself is, has somebody done it before? Where has it been done? What can I learn from them? Are there lessons I can learn from them? Even if it has not been done before, is there anybody doing something that can help me achieve this dream? Who are the people that I can talk to as encouragers? What skill set do I need to acquire? Put the money aside first. When you get an idea, when you get a dream, when you get a vision, and the first thing you focus on is the money to get it done, and you don't have the money, you're most likely not going to achieve it. Why is that? Because you focused on the money much more than the systems you can create, trusting the process and getting things done. Stop helping your limits. Start helping your visions. Don't go to people who don't dream when you get a dream. Don't go to people who don't have visions when you conceive a visions. Go to people who have actually dared something. Those are the people you talk to when you receive new visions. Go to people who are doing something that nobody has done before. Those are the people you should talk to when you have an idea that sounds crazy, an idea that sounds inconceivable. Those are the people you talk to because they are also doing something that nobody has done before. But if you talk to somebody who isn't doing anything, what do you think they will say? They'll tell you you're not serious. You're just a dreamer. That's why the brothers of Joseph laughed at him when he shared a dream with them. Why? They have never received that kind of a dream before, so they will never understand. When you receive your dream, go and talk to other dreamers. Go and talk to other visionaries because they will understand your dreams and visions. Stop helping your limits. Start helping your dreams. Thank you for listening. Please head on now to www.youtube.com/Fola Daniel Speaks.